Hi, I'm Kelly from Soulcraft Sisters, and welcome to the star sign readings for spring 2017. And I just want to say before we get going, this is a general reading, and the intention here is to give you a bit of inspiration, perhaps an added perspective to the things that you are already noticing and feeling and reflecting on. So see this as sort of a touch of inspiration in terms of how you can approach and become aware of the themes that are playing out in your life right now and over the next 3 months or so. And I want to say, of course, this is a general reading, so if you want a personal reading, a private reading, then I've designed something called the Compass, which is like a twin to this star sign reading. But you can read more about that in the commentary box below. And other than that, if you feel like this would be of interest to anybody you know, then feel free to share it with your loved ones. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's flip some cards and let's see what delicious messages are wanting to come through to us at this time. Pisces, let's have a look at the main energy potential theme, you could also say, that will be surrounding you for this springtime or for the next 3 months. So for some of you it will be spring, for some of you it will be fall. But I might say spring because that it's spring for me here in Copenhagen, but just adjust it accordingly depending on where you are at in the world. So this primary energy that will be surrounding you is symbolized through this card here, and it says the gentle, and it's such a beautiful image. I think you really get a sense of the softness, right? And there are a few keywords down here. It talks of a soft approach, having faith. Moderation is going to be a big thing, it seems, for you over the springtime. It also talks of a subtle but deep influence, understanding, and non-violence. So some of the messages behind this card here, it speaks of applying a slow and steady approach, a moderate approach, because this is what's going to give you the most lasting effects of whatever it is that you are doing. So it could be related to work, your studies, your family, your love life. I have a sense that it's an all-arounder. And it also reminds you that if you think of water and wind that are soft, right? But even the soft is stronger than the hard in the respect that water over time can erode stone, right? It can shape stone. The same with wind. So although it might take longer, there's nothing as strong as water and wind if you learn to think of it that way, right? And you have to apply that same idea, I guess, to your approach into your life. You could also say that love is stronger than fear in this regard here. So, but it's all about finding the middle way, which is going to lead to the type of clarity that you are looking for and in need of. I really love this energy for you, Pisces, because I remember the winter energies were quite different, a little bit tougher, I would say. So it feels a little bit like things are changing, the tides are changing with this. With the sun for us in the northern hemisphere coming in, giving us just a renewed sense of, I guess, softness and hope, I guess, as well, faith that things are exactly as they are supposed to be and they have always been. I want you to think path of least resistance. I want you to think of being active but also sort of modest and paying close attention to where things seems to allow you to go. So again, like water, if you meet a rock, just find a way around if you can. Like, don't let that hinder your flow, is what I want to say here. So think flexible, think free, Don't let anything sort of restrict you. Yeah. And I also want to say something like in this transition period, I'm feeling like it's a bit like a transition period. Be careful to make big, bold statements about things you want to do, or give how do you say, when you want to ask somebody to choose between this or that, just be a bit more soft in your approach in every respects, I want to say, because it might jeopardize some long-term dreams or possibilities for you. But so just be mindful, anything can happen, right? So just apply the softness here again. And keep that steady pace in everything you do. And also, there's a matter of applying some positive and some supportive routines around you that don't involve necessarily a lot of mind work, so where you need to sort of intellectualize things, right? So what I normally suggest is the opposite, right? Get into your body, be dance, go for walks, runs if you can, take pleasure in listening to music, make nice meals, do something else that doesn't require a lot of mind work, you could say. Meditation is also a great idea here for you, where you really try to still your thoughts and just get into that really soft space where you feel aligned, and where you just allow things to be. And that would also be beautiful for you guys, for all of us, but it's like it's highlighted here for you. And again, don't get lost in details, and don't be too worried about making a lot of progress. So if you have your own company, or if you're studying, or whatever it might be, don't be too worried about that. Things will think soft and long term. And just hold your vision clear in your mind. Just have your direction sort of outlined, and then be willing to wait for it to sort of unfold, because it feels a little bit like you're in this awakening transition sort of phase from the winter, and for some of you the summer. But yeah, so I did I mention that I pulled this card from the Tao Oracle cards? Now I did. And now I am going to show you a few cards that I pulled from the Druidcraft Tarot. And the first card that came through for you is this Rebirth card. So here, again, it's like this transition for me. I want to say something like, it's like waking from a dream. It's like you just want to, stretch your body. But it's also like you're waking up to a new, almost like a new reality, a new sense of purpose and faith, and that, just allow yourself to ease into that. It's like you've heard your call, you've been through some challenges, and now it's like you're ready to enter into this new world, you could say. So just be gentle with yourself, and not be too quick to run off and explore everything. That's what I want to say, because easy does it for you guys. Easy does it. Slow approach, soft approach. And in terms of what you could do less of over the season, so I think it mirrors this really beautifully. We have the Chariot, and the Chariot is a wonderful card. It speaks of forward motion, independence, having your mind and your heart aligned, and just sort of going for it. That energy is beautiful, and I'm thinking it will. It's like you can tap into that, but I feel it will come later on, because right now it's a matter of just sort of getting. Rebirth, it almost says it's all. It's quite a big thing that you've accomplished. It's like you've been through quite a few loops, and I have a feeling that a lot of emotions have been in play, and now it's like it's quieting down, like after a storm. So I hope you found that helpful and inspiring in some way. And I just want to say here at the end, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing and for sharing. It's really very wonderful. Thank you. And I have no more left to say than have a great next few months, and I will see you again soon, either at the next new moon or full moon reading or at your own private reading. So take care and all the best.